Hello Americans and other friends and subscribers from around the world. Back again. Tonight we're going to make chili, homemade chili. And I am just going to show you a real quick trick. I like to use sausage, mix my meats. So
I love that sausage.
I know. It's really good in spaghetti too. So I got a pound of hamburger, actually it's more like I think a pound and a quarter in here. And my sausage. And you get these tubes, and I've cut off the end there. And if you know, it's such a mess trying to get this out. So what you do is you just...
I don't know if I caught what
the
kind
end?
it is, the all natural.
Oh, the all natural.
Yeah,
Preservative free,
good.
mild.
It is good stuff.
Yeah, good breakfast sausage.
Sorry.
That's okay. So I got that end cut off, and I'm just putting my knife in there and cutting a hole. Then you grab that little metal tab there and start squeezing and pushing. And the hole that you cut there is going to give it some air. Like that. You get that working down. You can see it starting to come out there. Squeeze it a little bit. I'll get that in there. But once you get it going, you get the air pocket in this end. Close it up and squeeze it out. It's much easier and cleaner doing it that way. Okay, so this is just the first step. Going to brown up this meat and then drain off all the fat, and then we'll do the vegetables. Okay, got my meat all browned up, and I am going to drain it off. And I didn't say this earlier, but I didn't put any seasonings in this. I'll have plenty of seasonings in the finished product, so I don't need to add it to the meat and then drain it off into the grease. Yes, I use my rice cooker for everything. It works so good. I've had people ask me, can you boil noodles in that? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, so again, I'm using my frozen onions. And what I did is I chopped all these onions up and then measured them in 1 cup increments. And then put them in sandwich bags. I do a double layer like that. Put these in first, and I've got just maybe a teaspoon or 2 of the oil left still down the bottom of the pan, but it really doesn't need any oil. So this is about 3 cups of onions. I'm making a pretty big batch, so I think that I might actually, I've got 1 red onion that needs to get eaten up, so I'll probably add that in. So good 4 cups of onions. You've got to have a lot of onions in chili. And then I'm going to chop up garlic, fresh garlic, and put garlic in there too. So I always put the frozen onions in first and let them start thawing while I'm prepping my other veggies. So I'll be right back and show you that process. So I thought I'd just share my method of crack and peel garlic. I just take the side of my knife, bring the garlic over to the edge of the cutting board, press down, and that will break up the garlic just a little bit there, so you can see it starting to fall apart, and the peel just comes right off.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, me too. So I'm just going to peel this up and put it in with my onions.
All right, talk about somebody saying, you need to build your wife a bigger area.
Hey, good things come to those who wait.
That's right.
And patience is a virtue. I'm sure there's some other really good.
It's coming?
It's coming. It'll happen. It'll happen. Oh, and I also, Ken asked me what this blue bottle was sitting here, and I'll show you. This is my lion's mane, and it's a tincture that I made in vodka. And this is something that we take with our meals.
And that is the lion's mane mushroom that we grew.
Yes.
Michael Leaper sent us the kit.
Yep.
We got 2 harvests off of it.
The second harvest we ate.
Right.
Yeah, and I should have shared that with you guys, but oh, it was so good. It was so good. And that's good for digestion and brain activity and Alzheimer's. It's dementia, not Alzheimer's. Dementia prevention. A lot of stuff. A lot of really good stuff. Vicky had asked about that, so I thought I'd say something. Onions and garlic are done. As you can see, I chopped the garlic pretty good size. Can you see it down in there? That's a garlic piece. Oh, I just lost it. You can see I made the garlic pretty big, and in a dish like this, big chunks of garlic is good. So that's all cooked down. I'm going to put my meat back in. And then I'm going to take a few minutes to open up some cans. I have to use the strainer here for rinsing off my beans. So I wanted to show me putting the meat in here. So I'll be right back. My cans are open and I'm ready to go. I used 3 cans of red kidney beans. This, if you notice, these 2 are light and that one's dark. And I didn't just drain them, but I rinsed them. I cheated. If I would have been thinking ahead, I would have just soaked them and cooked them, but I didn't know I was going to be making chili tonight.
Oh man, it's going to be a long night tonight.
Oh goodness, but I rinsed them, and that's where all the gas comes from, is that part. And I had pulled out all of my tomato products because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to use. And I decided on tomato puree, and that's kind of thick, and petite diced tomatoes. I really like to use stewed tomatoes, but I didn't want to buy them. These work great. Not a big deal. And I also have some paste as backup in case this is a little runny. The first thing I'm going to do is put in some chili powder from my dollar store spice rack. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons to start with. Let it cook, taste it. Might add some more. Add in the tomato. Got to scrape those sides, get every little bite out. Oh, did you see that? Oh, that was so close. Good save, good save. Sorry about that. Phone rang, had to go answer it. Okay, so I just dumped in my tomato puree and my diced tomatoes. I put in my chili powder. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Yeah, I've got some water down in there. Some of that's going to cook off also, so I will put in tomato paste later if that does not evaporate out. I'm just smelling it. I think I'm going to put more chili powder in because I can't smell it. And that's one of the tricks to cooking, is smelling. You can't smell, you can't taste. And then my beans. Get those stirred in. Get it brought up to temperature. And this is going to simmer for probably about 25 minutes. This is like a speed method. We actually have a recipe, a no bean recipe that cooks all day, but this is a quick speed method. You can see that's pretty thick, so I'm thinking that that juice that I do see down in there is going to evaporate off. I said a bay leaf. Oh, there it is. Put a bay leaf in there. And actually, I'm going to put some oregano in too. So oregano's good. And 2 spoonfuls there. Stir that in, and then we will let it simmer for, like I said, about 25 minutes, and we'll be back. It's been simmering now for about 25 minutes. I did take the lid off once and stir it, and a little taste test, and it was tasting pretty good. And if you notice, I haven't put any salt in it yet. I'm definitely going to have to put some salt at the end. There's controversies about salting the meat before it's cooked, or do you wait till it's completely cooked? I usually wait till the end because I'm just not 100% sure of how salty it's going to taste, so why would I add it before I'm done? And there's a lot of liquid here, you can see, so I'm just going to kind of stir it. I don't think I'm going to add any more liquid. Do you want more sauce in there, hon? Or do you like it thick like that?
I like it thick,
so
I can put it on a tortilla.
Oh, you could put it on a tortilla, but I didn't buy any.
Oh, what?
That's one thing I like about chili. It's so versatile. You could eat it in a bowl as your meal. Just
you
chili
can have
and
it over a
crackers.
hot dog.
You could have it over a hot dog. You could roll it up in a tortilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can dress it up with some sour cream and cheese and fresh onion. There's just so much you could do with it. Big old pot like that would last us 3 nights.
At least tonight.
At least tonight. You want to taste it? Can you taste it while you're filming?
I don't know. Can we do it on film?
Yeah. Ooh. Hot?
Good. Obviously the beans are still a little crunchy.
They're in a can. They're cooked.
Oh, really?
There's
something different about them.
They're canned.
It was absolutely amazing, Miss Kitty.
Wrong answer.
I'll eat it.
There is most definitely a difference in the texture of canned beans and home soaked cooked beans. And
But
yes,
very good.
yes, my husband is spoiled on soaked beans because I normally soak my
Well, yeah, but what
beans.
time did we decide you were going to make? We talked about it.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's 5 now.
I don't even
so,
know how we got on the chili, and we're just like, okay.
Well, I said that I could
Oh, and
put
I said
together
chili dogs, because
something.
that's what I'm having is chili dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to turn the heat off of this. I'm going to make some hot dogs, and we're going to have chili dogs.
Sweet with a lot of mustard.
Yeah, you like yours. We'll wait and plate. We'll plate before I say goodbye, so that they can, because that's just hot dogs. But then they can see how you eat your chili dogs.
Oh, okay.
Hot dogs are done. And today I am using no fancy bread, just plain old white bread. And I'm going to make up my husband's plate just the way he likes it.
You know how I like it, Miss Kitty?
Yeah. Yeah. But you did say you wanted 2 whole hot dogs for each piece of bread, but
No, I think that's good.
see,
Yeah, perfect.
1.5. I think that's
That's beautiful,
plenty.
baby.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah, I'm on a diet.
Yeah. That's perfect. And just pile it on. You can see the big old chunks of garlic in there. Yum. And I've left the bay leaf in because, of course, this is going to be reheated. So I want to leave that in there.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, do you
it's
want
a
more
bowl of-
chili than that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Tomorrow will be,
Just a bowl of chili,
oh
maybe?
yeah, a bowl of chili and crackers.
Yeah. And his favorite on his chili dogs is mustard. And he likes it yellow. Super yellow. Tell me when.
I'll do it.
Okay, there
Woo,
you go.
look at that, man. My stomach gonna hurt.
So please check out the links down below. It's a great way to support the homestead. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. Helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning, the propane tanks full. And good Lord willing, and the cricks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
See ya.